We've been talking all morning about this weekend's Berkshire Hathaway annual shareholder meeting. Here's what CEO Warren Buffett had to say about inflation.
We're seeing very substantial inflation. It's very interesting. I mean, we're raising prices. People are raising prices to us, and it's being accepted. I mean, it's not. If we get, well, take home building. I mean, the cost of, we've got 9 home builders, and in addition to our manufactured housing thing, and then operation, which is the largest in the country. So we really do a lot of housing. The costs are just up. Steel costs, just every day, they're going up.
Joining us right now to talk about inflation, the markets, and much more is Mohammed El-Arians. He's Allianz and Gramsci's advisor, and he's also the president of Queen's College, Cambridge. And Mohammed, this inflation notion being something that could be more stubborn than the Fed is anticipating, that's been a message you've been talking about for a while, too. What do you think?
I have. Warren Buffett made it very clear that we are in the midst of an inflation process.
And where do you think that this leads, Mohammed? Do you think that this is the type of situation where the Fed chairman, Jay Powell, has said he thinks that this will be a transitory situation? The inflation will pass. We're going to go through a time period of it, but then it will pass. But when you start to hear Berkshire Hathaway talking about how their prices are being increased from the customers, or from their suppliers, they're passing those increases on to their customers. You hear Coca-Cola, you hear Procter & Gamble talking about raising prices. And once prices like that tend to rise to consumer goods, it generally doesn't roll back quite as quickly. What do you think?
You're absolutely right. The Fed is pinning itself in a corner by insisting that this is transitory. All the evidence suggests that you should have an open mind. You just cited examples. I can cite example. Warren Buffett talked about very substantial inflationary pressure. Price increases are sticking, according to him and according to many others. You've got to keep an open mind. Unfortunately, because it is now hostage to a framework that has to be outcome-based, I think the Fed has no choice but to insist it's transitory. But I fear that this is persistent. This is not transitory.
I mean, what would the Fed be doing at this point? It's almost impossible to think of the Fed raising rates at this point, and that's traditionally how you fight inflation. What do you think they should be doing, particularly when they have a dual mandate and the other half of that mandate is to look at unemployment, which is incredibly high right now?
So first, the labor market is improving much faster. Most people expect that we're going to get to below 6% unemployment rate this Friday, with perhaps as much as 1 million new jobs created. The Fed didn't expect that till the end of 2022. So we're doing much better on unemployment than the Fed itself expected a year ago. Add to that, importantly, that we have issues of financial stability to think about. And I think what the Fed should do is follow what the Bank of Canada did last week. Stop tapping the brakes slowly. Get out of this, we're not thinking about thinking. Start thinking and give a clear guideline as to when it is you will start tapering a little bit. Look at what the Bank of England is going to do this week. This is going to be really interesting. Will it follow the Bank of Canada, or will it follow the ECB and the Fed? That's going to be another important indicator, because it's not just a US issue, it's become an issue for the advanced countries as a whole.